Hello, my super second graders. I hope you're doing good. We are going to do a math lesson for Monday, April 20th. And it is for, let me double check before lesson 9. So it's 9-9. So here we go. So I wish I would have shared this with you guys a while ago. If we were in school, I probably would have remembered because I think I have it in the classroom somewhere on a poster. But a little subtraction poem to help you out. And it goes, so they have 58 minus 5, and they say more on top. So look at this in the ones place they're looking at. No need to stop. So that means you can just go ahead and subtract, because I can give you 8 of something and you can take 5 away. So more on top, no need to stop. And then they have 55 minus 8. More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. So that's what we've been doing when we've been borrowing and carrying. We've been going next door and getting 10 more. So they have 55 minus 8, and they have more on the floor. So they need to go next door, the 10s, and get 10 more. And then they have 58 minus 8. Numbers the same, zero's the game. So in their ones place value, they have 8 minus 8. Well, that's 0. And then you bring down the 5. So this would be awesome. If you wanted to write it down, you could just copy everything that's on here as a little kind of cheat sheet to help you out, a little poem if you forget what to do, when to borrow, when to just start subtracting. So this is a great little poem to help you guys out. And this goes for any, larger problems too when we get into the 3 digits and any of that. So just an awesome little poem for you guys. If you want to write it down to help you out, that would be awesome. Okay, so we have done so much subtraction, I know, but it's something that we really want to get good at, and something that you're going to do more of in 3rd grade, and we want to get a lot of practice in now. So more subtraction, guys. And I think, let me see here. I think we just have a couple of, let me see here. Yes, we just have a couple more things with subtraction, and then we're gonna get into some other things. So anyway, subtraction today and subtraction Wednesday. So here we go. So again, it might be review for some of you guys, but it's just good to have that review. So we're going to be subtracting with some zeros, okay? And I have a little problem set up here with you guys. Again, I put my lines down just help me out with the place value. So here's our 1s, here's our 10s, and here's our 100s. So you need to be really careful when you start subtracting, because you need to check, okay, can I take 0 minus 3? Okay, well, I can't give you 0 M&Ms and you take 3 away. So I need to borrow. Well, I need to go over to my 10s. Can I take 8 minus 9? There's a bigger number on the top, on the floor, so I need to go next door. So I need to start borrowing in the hundreds. Okay, so when I borrow from, when I borrow from my hundreds, this becomes a 0, okay? And if I add that over to my tens place, this number becomes an 18, okay? But now I need to stop and think. Do I need to borrow again? I can't take 0 minus 3, so I need to borrow again. So my 18 is now a 17 because I'm taking 1 10 away. And I add that over to my ones place value, and that's a 10. Now I'm able to subtract because I have more on the top. So 10 minus 3, what is 10 minus 3? That is 7. 17 minus 9, and that is 8. Our answer is 87. I'm going to show you guys a little trick, and maybe moms and dads already showed you this, or maybe I did at one point. If you want to check your work, okay, am I right? Well, I can take this 93 and this 87, add them together, and see if I get 180. If I get 180, I know my answer of 87 is correct. So I'm just going to go over here. We're going to add these up and see if we're right. Well, 7 plus 3, I know 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 plus 3 is 10. I put down my 0, bring my 1 over. 8 plus 9 is 17, plus this one more, 180. So we got our right answer. Awesome job. Give yourself a 10-finger woo, woo. I also want to make note, I've noticed on some work, you really want to make sure that when you are subtracting, I'm just going to write this problem over here again. 180 minus 93. So if this is on your piece of paper, you really want to make sure that your answer is in the right place value. So this 7 needs to be in my ones. This is my ones place value. That's where it needs to go. My 8 needs to be underneath my tens place value, okay? Yes, if you write it, like this, yes, the answer is 87, but this is not in the right place value, okay? You need to make sure just how our problem is lined up, that your answer is lined up with the numbers in the correct place value, okay? I'm going to do one more because sometimes we don't even, because sometimes we have zeros in the ones place value, but then sometimes we have them in the tens place value. So again, ones place value, the tens place value, and the hundreds place value. So I'm going to check my ones first. So 8 minus 6. If I give you 8 M&Ms, you can take 6 away. And 8 minus 6 is 2. I'm just going to do that first. I know that I can do 8 minus 6, so I'm going to put my answer of 2 down. I'm done with my ones, okay? Now I need to go over to my tens. I can't give you 0 chocolate chips and you take 4 away. That is not possible, so I know if I can't do it, I have more on the floor. I need to go next door, okay? So I need to borrow from my hundreds. This becomes a 0. And my 10, my tens place value becomes a 10, okay? And now I can take 10 minus 4. I know 6 plus 4 is 10, so I know that 10 minus 4 is 6. Again, Miss Mystic, I lined up my 2 and my 1s, and I lined up my 6 and my 10s. You need to make sure that your answer is lined up in the right place value, okay? So my 6, for the number 62, I have 6 10s and I have 2 1s. To double check your work, 62 plus 46. 6 plus 2 is 8 and 6 plus 4 is 10. Our answer is 108. And even if you look at Miss Mystic's addition over here, I have the 8 in my ones place value. I have 0 10s right here, and I have 1 100. Okay, you need to make sure that you line up your answers in the correct place value. Another thing to note, that when you're subtracting and you have this 0 here, you do not need to bring that down and have your number look like that. Okay, you don't need to do that. You just leave it, because when we write 62, we don't write 0, 6, 2. We just write 62 because we know we don't have any hundreds there. So you can leave that 0 out of there with your answer just looking like this. So perfect, that's subtracting with zeros. And again, use the subtraction poem to help you out if you need it. It would be a good idea to write this out. So you have it at home, and you can use it if you have siblings, they can use it. It's an awesome resource to have to help you out with subtraction. So thank you, super second graders. And yeah, I hope you're doing super. And I will see you later.